Hello students, today we are going to discuss chapter 12, Cleanliness, Health and Hygiene. Let's warm up. Complete the table. Here look at this table. Name of the disease, mode of spread. So you can do it by yourself. You have to search the mode of spread and write here. Let's know about cleanliness and its importance. Step taken to maintain cleanliness. Disease caused due to lack of cleanliness, benefits of good health, how to keep your body clean, importance of clean water, clean food and clean clothes. Cleaning your surroundings, waste management, the 3 R's. First we have cleanliness and its importance. Cleanliness is a virtue which we should practice in our daily lives. It is a state of being free of germs, dirt, stains, foul odor, etc. We should all be aware of how to maintain cleanliness at all levels, whether it is personal cleanliness, surrounding cleanliness, workplace cleanliness, environment cleanliness, etc. Clean surroundings help to maintain sound physical and mental health. Cleanliness in our life should start with our homes, which then should extend to our neighborhood, our city, our country. Our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi has started a very strong campaign for cleanliness called Swachh Bharat Abhiyan to keep our country clean. So student, आपको अपने आसपास की साफ सफाई का ध्यान रखना चाहिए और हमारी ये डे टू डे लाइफ की प्रैक्टिस होती है. खुद को जम फ्री रखना, स्टेन फ्री रखना, डर्ट फ्री रखना, अपने एनवायरनमेंट को क्लीन रखना, अपने वर्क प्लेस को क्लीन रखना, ये सब हमें करना चाहिए. और हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने अपनी कंट्री को क्लीन रखने के लिए एक बहुत अच्छी कैंपेन जो स्टार्ट की थी, दैट इज स्वच्छ भारत अभियान. स्टेप्स टेकन टू मेंटेन क्लीनलीनेस. It is very important for us to devise way to maintain cleanliness at all levels. Some of the steps taken to keep ourselves and our surroundings clean are as follows. Keeping ourselves clean, we should take a bath every day. Brushing our teeth twice daily ensures proper oral hygiene. We should wear clean washed clothes every day after taking a bath. Regular washing of our hair is also important as sweat mixed with dirt leads to bad odor and dandruff. Washing our hands with soap and water is important before and after a meal, after handling pets and also after using the toilet, as this helps to kill germs and prevent us from falling sick. We should use an antiperspirant that help us feel fresh for a long time. So student, ये आपको डेली जो है, आई थिंक ये सब स्टूडेंट्स जो है फॉलो करते होंगे अपनी लाइफ में. जैसे आपको डेली नहाना चाहिए, डेली नहाकर धुले हुए कपड़े पहनने चाहिए, आपको साफ सुथरे कपड़े पहनने चाहिए, अपने हाथ धोने चाहिए, आपको अपना जो है डेली ब्रश करना चाहिए एटलीस्ट 2 टाइम्स. सो दीज आर सम थिंग्स जो आपको खुद के लिए डेली करनी चाहिए. हियर keeping our environment clean, we should clean our home and our surroundings regularly. Garbage should be disposed properly in allotted bins. We should reduce the use of chemical and pesticides. We should not litter in streets and public places. We should try to buy local produce and compost our food waste. We should say no to use and throw items like plastic straws, plates, cups, etc., which do not disintegrate easily. We should discourage the use of plastic carry bags and carry or on bags for shopping. Planting more trees will go a long way in keeping our environment clean. Get it students? So ये चीजें जो आपको अपनी डेली लाइफ में आपके एनवायरनमेंट के लिए फॉलो करनी चाहिए और ये आप कर सकते हैं. दिस इज इजी. Here, disease caused due to lack of cleanliness. In order to be fit and healthy, one must maintain good personal hygiene. These are the behaviors that must be practiced daily to protect our health. They include cleaning of our mouth, teeth, hair and body. Failing to do so will result in growth of germs in our bodies and will cause illness. Many diseases are caused due to lack of cleanliness. Some of these are diarrhea, dysentery, parasites, worms, tooth decay, malaria, skin infections, etc. Let's read about them in detail. तो स्टूडेंट, अगर आप साफ सफाई नहीं रखेंगे तो आप बीमार हो जाएंगे और ऐसी बहुत सारी बीमारियां हैं जो गंदगी की वजह से फैलती हैं, जैसे डायरिया है, डायसेंट्री है, मलेरिया या फिर स्किन इन्फेक्शन. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ फर्स्ट वी हैव डायरिया. इट इज अ बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन कॉज्ड ड्यू टू इन्फेक्टेड फूड एंड वाटर. इट इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय लूज वाटरी स्टूल. सो डायरिया किसकी वजह से होता है? बैक्टीरियल इन्फेक्शन है. और वो कहाँ से बैक्टीरिया इन्फेक्शन होता है? इन्फेक्टेड फूड और वाटर से. Now we have dysentery. It is an intestinal infection caused due to contaminated food and water. Careful hand washing and proper sanitation can help prevent the spread of this disease. The next we have parasites. A parasite is a living organism that lives on another organism called host and harms it. Tapeworm, ringworm, roundworm, etc. are parasites living on human body. Proper cleanliness can help to prevent these from entering our body. सो स्टूडेंट ये क्या होता है, ये आपको एक टैपवर्म, रिंगवर्म अगर ऐसा कुछ आपकी बॉडी पे है तो वो क्या करेंगे, आपकी बॉडी को इन्फेक्ट करेंगे. तो आपको इन चीजों से बचने के लिए खुद को क्लीन रखना चाहिए. नाउ वी हैव टूथ डिके. इट इज अ मोस्ट कॉमन ग्लोबल डिजीज. अ मेजर कॉज ऑफ टूथ डिके इज sugary and sticky food that gets stuck in our teeth and are not removed by brushing and flossing. Dental plaque. Dental plaque is a yellowish sticky film that covers the tooth and gums. The plaque bacteria produces acid which eats away the tooth enamel, thus creating cavities. Besides brushing, it is important to floss, which removes any food particle that remains in between teeth. Food remaining between teeth may result in gum disease, receding gums, and bad breath. A final step in oral hygiene is cleaning our tongue. After eating, the tongue becomes coated with bacteria, decaying food particles, fungi, and dead cells. Scrubbing the tongue or brushing with a toothbrush removes these and prevents bad health. So student, टूथ डिके बहुत कॉमन डिजीज है. होता कैसे है कि हम अच्छे से ब्रश नहीं करते या अच्छे से कभी कभी अपनी ओरल हाइजीन का ख्याल नहीं रखते हैं. तो आपको बहुत ध्यान रखना चाहिए, अपनी ओरल हाइजीन का डेली ब्रश करना चाहिए और इससे आप अपने टूथ डिके को प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं. Here is malaria, female Anopheles mosquito. These mosquitoes breed where there is a stagnant water. The symptoms of malaria are fever, vomiting, tiredness, and headaches. This can be prevented by avoiding mosquito bites by using mosquito nets and repellents and not letting stagnant water accumulate near our households, which are the breeding grounds of these mosquitoes. So student, मलेरिया किससे होता है? आप सबको पता है, मलेरिया मच्छर के बाइट करने से होता है. अब वो मच्छर होता कहाँ है? जहाँ कोई रुका हुआ पानी होता है उसमें खासकर ये मच्छर जो है पैदा होते हैं. गंदा पानी या कुछ भी आपके घर के आसपास ऐसा पानी होता है, तो आपको इन सब चीजों से बचना चाहिए. या तो आप मॉस्किटो नेट का यूज करो या आजकल बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी आती हैं जिससे हम खुद को प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं. नाउ वी हैव स्किन इन्फेक्शन. Most of the skin infections are due to poor hygienic conditions such as dirty clothes, dirty living conditions, etc. Benefits of good health. It is important for each one of us to be in a healthy state of being. Healthy eating habits along with proper exercise reduce the risk of heart disease. It helps us maintain an ideal weight. A fiber-rich diet helps us prevent obesity, thus reducing the risk of diabetes. A good physical health also ensures a good mental health. So student, क्या आपको करना चाहिए? एक अच्छा आपको खाना खाना चाहिए. एक अच्छी डाइट लोगे तो क्या होगा कि आप हेल्दी रहेंगे, और बहुत हेल्दी अगर आप रहेंगे, फिजिकली हेल्दी आप होंगे तो आप मेंटली भी हेल्दी होंगे. Now, how to keep your body clean? Good personal hygiene is the first step to good health. These steps help us to feel good about ourselves, protect us from ill health, and also to save the ones near us from suffering from disease caused due to poor hygiene practices. Following are few practices that can help us achieve proper personal hygiene. So student, आपको अपनी पर्सनल हाइजीन का बहुत ज्यादा ध्यान रखना चाहिए और उसकी वजह से ही आप हेल्थी रह सकते हैं. Look here, keep our body clean. It should be practiced to take bath daily using soap and water. It is important to ensure that there is no soap left over in our body after our shower. Thereafter, the body should be towel dried and clean washed clothes should be worn. So आपको डेली नहाना चाहिए और नहाने के बाद अच्छे साफ सुथरे कपड़े पहनने चाहिए. Now we have wearing clean clothes. Our clean clothes absorb sweat and dirt when we wear them. It is therefore advisable to wash our clothes after we wear them with detergent. Wearing clean, washed and ironed clothes help us boost our confidence also. So हमें डेली अच्छे कपड़े पहनने चाहिए और अपने गंदे कपड़े डिटर्जेंट के साथ धुलने चाहिए. Smelling good. It is important for us to smell good and fresh at all times. Therefore, it is advisable to use talcum powder and absorb sweat, and also a nice smelling deodorant can be used after that. Cleaning our teeth. It is very important to keep our teeth clean to maintain proper dental and oral hygiene. To achieve this, it is highly recommended to brush our teeth twice daily, once in the morning and once at the night after meals. During the day, we can fill our mouth with water and swish it around to get rid of anything that remains stuck to our mouth. A dental floss can also be used in addition to cleaning our teeth. So स्टूडेंट, आपको डेली अपना ये हम बहुत डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि हमें अपना ओरल हाइजीन मेंटेन करना चाहिए. इससे आपका जो है चीजें हेल्दी रहेंगी, आपके टीथ हेल्दी रहेंगे. क्लीनिंग आवर हेयर. It is also important to keep our hair and scalp clean. For this, it is important to oil our hair on a regular interval with a good massage. This ensures removal of dead cells, excessive oil and dirt followed by hair wash using a good shampoo. A wide-mouthed comb may be used to detangle wet hair as it minimizes breakage. Comb or hairbrush should be washed at regular intervals to keep it disinfected and clean. तो स्टूडेंट, आपको अपने हेयर्स को रेगुलर बेसिस पे क्या करना चाहिए? वॉश करना चाहिए, ऑयलिंग करनी चाहिए. वो आपके हेयर्स को क्या बनाते हैं? मजबूत बनाते हैं. ओके, नाउ वी हैव क्लीनिंग आवर फीट. It is important to keep our feet clean and odor free. Therefore, it is important to wash them at least once a day. Then they have to be dried carefully. Wiping of water in between the toes, shoes and socks must be carefully chosen and washed from time to time or wiped and cleaned with a cloth. It is important to change shoes. So student, आपको अपने फीट का भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए और एक दिन में एटलीस्ट एक बार अपने पैरों को धुलना चाहिए और अच्छे से अपने शूज और सॉक्स को क्लीन रखना चाहिए. Do you know a few hygiene facts? Switchboard and TV remotes are among the most contaminated objects with bacteria levels between 2 to 10 times higher than what is accepted from hospital. Your phone probably holds 500 times more germs than your toilet seat. The term hygiene comes from Hygeia, the Greek goddess of health, cleanliness and mood. There is no 5-second rule when it comes to dropping food on the ground. Bacteria need no time at all to contaminate food. The human body is home to some 1,000 species of bacteria. There are more germs on our body than people in the United States. So these are some interesting facts and you have to think about these things. Now we have check and mate. You can do it by yourself as we already read about these things. Importance of clean water, clean food and clean clothes. Water is one of the basic needs of all humans. The human body is made of 70% of water. Water assists in many of our life processes. Clean drinking water is known as potable water. The quantity of potable water on earth is limited and it is therefore very important for us to use it wisely. Depleting groundwater, contamination of it by the wastes from industries and sewage makes it all the more unavailable and difficult to have access to. Lack of clean and safe drinking water leads to many diseases such as diarrhea, cholera and typhoid, etc. Selection of the right kind of food is the first step towards healthy living. Contaminated and adulterated food are a major cause for several foodborne diseases. Food items should be purchased from a reliable sources with long expiry dates. It is safer to buy a reputed brand as they have to maintain quality standards. Perishable food items should be stored under refrigeration, which checks the growth of microorganisms that can spoil them. Cooked food should be consumed immediately as they are prone to infestation by microbes. Clothes are the first thing that people observe about us when we first meet them. It is therefore important for us to wear clean clothes at all times. Clothes worn once absorb sweat and dirt. These may prove to be breeding ground for microbes and produce foul odor. This can further lead to skin infection as well. It is therefore important to wash our clothes after wearing them with detergent and water and dry them in the sun to completely disinfect them. So students, हमें साफ पानी पीना चाहिए, लाइक जो जर्म्स फ्री हो. ऐसे ही आपको कहीं से कोई टैप वाटर और समथिंग नहीं पीना चाहिए. और जो पीने वाला पानी होता है उसको हम पोर्टेबल वाटर बोलते हैं. ठीक है. सेकेंडली, आपको खाना बहुत वाइजली चूज करना चाहिए कि आप क्या खा रहे हैं. जो भी खाना आप ऐसा खाना खाते हैं लाइक जिसकी एक्सपायरी डेट होती है या समथिंग, तो ऐसा खाना लें जिसकी एक्सपायरी डेट काफी लंबी हो. और जब आप उससे जो बचा हुआ खाना होता है उसे फ्रिज में रखें ताकि उसमें माइक्रोब्स जो है ना हो. और जो खाना घर में कुक करते हैं कोशिश करें उतना ही करें जितना आप यूज करें. आपको खाना फ्रिज में भी रखते हैं तो भी वो एक तरीके से क्या हो जाता है, खराब हो जाता है एक टाइम के बाद. सेकेंड थिंग, कपड़े. जब भी हम कहीं बाहर जाते हैं तो सबसे पहले लोग हमारे कपड़े जज करते हैं, तो हमें बहुत अच्छे और साफ सुथरे कपड़े पहनने चाहिए. और कपड़ों को पहनने के बाद हमेशा डिटर्जेंट के साथ धुलना चाहिए और अच्छे से सनलाइट में सुखाना चाहिए ताकि वो डिसइंफेक्ट हो जाए. नाउ वी हैव क्लीनिंग योर सराउंडिंग्स. As concerned and civilized citizens of this country, it is our prime duty to keep our surroundings neat and clean. The advancement in the field of technology and industries have resulted in a lot of pollution of air and water. Many a times we as a people are irresponsible enough to litter our surroundings by throwing garbage indiscriminately on footpaths, roads, drains, etc. Instead of disposing it in proper dustbins, these gradually accumulates into huge heaps of garbage, becomes breeding grounds of various microbes and start to sink. The following steps can be taken in order to keep our surrounding clean. So स्टूडेंट आपको क्या करना चाहिए कि हमें अपनी सराउंडिंग भी क्लीन रखनी चाहिए. क्यों? क्योंकि हम एक अच्छे सिटीजन हैं, तो इन चीजों का ख्याल रखना चाहिए. कूड़े को इधर उधर फुटपाथ पे नहीं फेंको. जो कूड़ा जिस डस्टबिन में आपको डालना चाहिए उसमें डालो, तो इससे आपका सराउंडिंग भी क्लीन होगा. Here is stop littering. We as citizens should take a place not to litter our surroundings. Garbage should be segregated and disposed in proper bins. Green colored bins should be used for wet wastes, whereas blue colored bins should be used for disposing dry wastes. Here, say no to plastics. Plastic, especially the disposable ones, are very harmful for the environment as they can't be recycled. So avoid using things such as plastic bags. Use a cloth bag or a jute bag instead. Also, we may avoid disposable plastic items such as plates, glasses, balls, straws, etc. These are non-biodegradable and therefore end up polluting the environment. So students, आपको प्लास्टिक यूज नहीं करनी चाहिए क्योंकि प्लास्टिक को डिस्पोज करना बहुत मुश्किल है और वो हमारे एनवायरनमेंट के लिए बहुत हार्मफुल भी है. Proper sewage. The drains of our locality carrying dirty water should be well covered and it should be locked into that this dirty water does not go into bigger water bodies or into open areas. Recycle e-waste. Electronic waste or e-waste should be recycled in a proper manner as technological advancement has resulted in the generation of a lot of its nowadays. So हमें e-waste को भी बहुत अच्छे से recycle करना चाहिए. Here, afforestation. Planting of trees on a large scale in our locality results in cleaning the air by absorbing dust and dirt and preventing pollution. So हमें कोशिश करनी चाहिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम trees को लगाएं. Now we have waste management. Waste management is the effective collection, transportation and disposal of garbage, sewage and other waste products. Therefore, their effective management differs depending on the nature of waste that is produced. Proper waste management is important for the safety of humans and animals and also to protect the environment. To achieve this, the first step is to segregate the wastes at source by disposing it off in separate bins. The next step is to transport the waste, which is different for solid, liquid and infectious and organic wastes, etc. Finally, the disposal method is decided, which may be either incineration or burning, burying and composting, recycling or treatment of the waste. So students, क्या है कि जब वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट का मीनिंग क्या है कि जो वेस्ट आपका होता है वो अलग अलग बीन्स में आप उसको रखें, उसके बाद जो उसका कलेक्शन होता है वो उसी तरीके से कलेक्ट किया जाए और अलग अलग तरीकों से जिससे उसको आपको डिकम्पोज करना है वो डिफरेंट वेज होते हैं. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ वी हैव following are the ways of waste management depending on the type of waste. The first one we have incineration or burning. It is a form of waste treatment which involves burning of the waste in the huge chambers or furnaces. This process converts the waste into ash, gas and heat. The heat generated by this method is used to produce electricity. So students, first method क्या है? burning. बर्निंग की जाती है, बड़ी बड़ी भट्टियों में उसको जलाया जाता है, डिकम्पोज किया जाता है और जो हीट वहां पे प्रोड्यूस होती है उससे हम इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. देन वी हैव बरिंग एंड कंपोस्टिंग. Here the waste is buried in lands known as landfills. However, this method may result in air and water pollution and therefore is not very popular. So student, this method is not popular because it causes air pollution and water pollution. Now we have recycling. Look here, It is a method of converting waste products into new products to prevent the usage of fresh raw materials. This method helps to preserve natural resources for future use. So students, हम कुछ products को recycle कर लेते हैं जो हमारे environment में help करता है और clean रहता है. Okay, now we have the 3 R's. The 3 R's play a major role in saving the environment and is thus the need of the hour. These 3 R's indicate reduce, reuse and recycle. By following these 3 R's, we can save our natural resources and help maintain a healthier planet. Now we have reduce. Reducing waste generation is the key to maintaining a clean environment. A few things that we can do to reduce waste generation are: we can use a cloth bag instead of paper or plastic bag. This reduces the waste generated. We can use cloth napkins instead of paper napkins and also restrict the use of disposable cup, plates, spoons, straws, etc., which can help in creating less waste. Then, paper mail can be replaced by electronic mail. We may avoid the use of aluminium foil and clinch wraps. We should buy products with long warranty that are durable so that less waste is created. So students, first है reduce. Reduce का मतलब है कि आप less जो waste है वो generate करें. ऐसे बहुत सारे मेथड है जो आप कर सकते हैं. लाइक आप पॉलिथीन वेस्ट को कम कर सकते हैं, आप क्लॉथ बैग यूज कर सकते हैं, क्लॉथ नैपकिन यूज कर सकते हैं, आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेल का यूज कर सकते हैं. सो दैट्स हाउ आप क्या कर रहे हैं कि रिड्यूस कर रहे हैं वेस्ट जनरेशन. देन वी हैव रीयूज. Learning to reuse items or redesign them to use for a different purpose than what they were originally meant for goes a long way in waste management. Following are some of the ideas by which we can reuse items. So students, हम items, suppose हमने कोई चीज खरीदी, originally हमने use कर लिया, अब हम उसका reuse करते हैं. तो कुछ ideas आपको दिए गए हैं जैसे आप reuse कर सकते हैं. Look here, the first we have: all newspapers can be used to make either newspaper bags, to wrap items, to clean glass, to line shelf, etc. Come to the next, students. All jars and water bottles can be used in the kitchen to store various items. All clothes can be donated to street children or to charity institutions that can also be made into large pieces of clothes like quilts, etc. Then we have rechargeable batteries should be used to rechargeable batteries should be used in place of regular batteries. So students, हमें rechargeable batteries use करनी चाहिए. न्यूज़पेपर के भी बहुत सारे यूज है जो हम reuse कर सकते हैं, और जो हमारे पास कुछ खाली कंटेनर्स होते हैं कुछ चीजों के, उनको आप अपनी किचन में यूज कर सकते हो. So that is reuse. Now we have recycle. To recycle an item means to change it into a new raw material that can again be made into new item. For example, we should buy products from the market which are recyclable. That means they should be environment friendly. Paper can be recycled for printing or to make handicraft. Rewritable CDs and DVDs should be bought so that they can be used many times. It is best to recycle all TV sets instead of disposing of, as they contain harmful chemicals and ingredients. Instead, we can sell them at a lower price so that they can be reused. So students, ऐसे हमें चीजों को क्या करना चाहिए? Reuse करना चाहिए. Now we have check and mate. You can do it by yourself, as we already read about these things. So students, what we learn in this chapter, now we will discuss it in a nutshell. Here we have: cleanliness is the state of being free of germs, dirt, stain, foul odor, etc. We should keep ourselves clean by taking bath daily, brushing our teeth, washing our clothes, washing our hands and hair regularly, etc. We can keep our environment clean by disposing wastes at the allotted bins, by reducing the use of chemicals and pesticides, composting our food, by discussing the use of plastics, and planting more trees, etc. Now come to the next, students. Disease like diarrhea, dysentery, parasites, tooth decay, malaria, skin infections, etc. occur due to the lack of cleanliness. Then, the benefits of good health include less risk of heart disease, maintenance of ideal weight, less risk of obesity and diabetes, and overall good mental health. Then we should realize the importance of clean water, clean food, and clean clothes in our lives. Effective waste management is very important, which can be achieved by ways such as incineration, composting, recycling, etc. It is important to realize the value of 3 R's in keeping our environment safe. Here is keywords: devise, plan or invent, degenerate, become worse in quality, litter, make untidy, oral, related to mouth, hygiene, practices to maintain good health and prevent disease. Then we have depleting, lessen in number or quantity. Then we have contamination, making impure by polluting. Then we have adulterated, to make the quality poor by adding another substance. Thank you, students. We will meet again in the next chapter with some interesting concepts.